Hey everybody, it's Terry. Welcome back to my workshop. Today we're going to be talking about the Hitec RDX1-200. On the surface, this is a compact hobby-grade battery charger, but this unit has a few additional features that give it much broader functionality. I'll talk about some of those things over the next few minutes. Let's begin by discussing this unit's charging capabilities. It is an AC-DC charger, and Hitec includes the cords you need for either type of input. You've got a cord for plugging into a wall outlet. There's also a cable for using DC input. You have alligator clips and banana plugs. Now, when using AC power, this charger can output up to 100 watts. If you go to DC power, the charger's maximum capability doubles to 200 watts. Most of the batteries that we use in the hobby today are lithium-based, and this charger can handle 4 different types of lithium batteries. There's lithium polymer, that is the most popular battery we use. There's also high voltage lithium polymer, lithium ion, and lithium iron phosphate. Some people call those life batteries or A123. With those lithium type batteries, this charger can handle packs of 1 to 6 cells. Now, most of those batteries are going to have a balance plug on them. And when you look at the front of the charger, there's a port for plugging in those balance plugs. And next to that is a built-in XT60 connector. That's for the main power connector of your batteries. Now, if you don't use XT60 connectors on your batteries, that's not a big deal. Hitec sells adapters for converting this to other popular battery types, or you can make your own. The other types of batteries this charger can handle are nickel metal hydride and NiCad. When charging NiCad and nickel metal hydride, the pack can have from 1 to 15 cells. Now, it's typically helpful to monitor the temperature of packs, specifically with NiCad and nickel metal hydride, and Hitec offers an optional temperature sensor that plugs into the port here so that you can monitor that temperature while you're charging those types of batteries. Now, the final type of battery that this charger will handle is lead acid. And with lead acid batteries, you can charge batteries up to 24 volts. Now let's look at some of the ancillary features of this unit. You can connect it to your laptop or home computer using a USB cable and the USB-C port on the front of the charger. Once that connection is made, you run Hitec's Charge Manager software. It allows you to manipulate some of the charging functions, and it also lets you analyze and graph all different types of data during the charging process. So those of you that like to really get in the weeds and know all the different details about your batteries, that USB connection and the Hitec software will allow you to do that. Another neat function that does not require connecting to a computer is the battery meter function that's built into the unit's menu. And that's something you would normally use with lithium-type batteries. Now, with battery meter, it will tell you the internal resistance of each cell within a pack, and it will also tell you the combined internal resistance of the entire pack. Battery meter will also tell you the voltage of each cell within the pack, and it does that to an accuracy of 1,000th of a volt. It will also tell you the difference between the highest voltage and lowest voltage cells within the pack. And that's all handy information if you're trying to determine the health and well-being of one of your batteries. Now, I like to have a voltage checker with me when I go to the field so I can instantly tell if a particular battery has been charged or not. Now, this unit will do that function for you. With neither the DC or AC inputs connected, you simply plug the balance port from your battery into the balance port of the charger, and it will power on the unit and instantly tell you the individual voltage of each cell, as well as the combined voltage of the entire pack, so you know right away whether this battery is charged or not. The final ancillary feature that I want to talk about, I think, is also the most interesting. When you use the AC power input, this device can be used as a DC power supply for external tools. And that DC output can be up to 30 volts with a maximum of 100 watts. So let's say you're at the field and you want to run a DC soldering iron or a DC rotary tool to make a repair on a model. This device will allow you to do that. None of the other chargers in my collection have that DC power supply capability, and I think the possibilities with that are quite interesting. Hitec includes a printed quick start guide in the box with this unit. If you want the full manual, you can download it from Hitec's website, and I recommend that you do that. But overall, I think the menus are intuitive and easy to use. There is one exception to that, however. Notice that the top button is an up arrow. It also has a plus sign on it. The bottom button is a down arrow with a minus sign. And in the menus with numerical values, the lower numbers are at the top and the larger numbers are at the bottom. So let's say you want to charge a battery and you're choosing the charge current. If you want a lower value, you're going to push the up or plus button. If you want a higher value, you push the down or minus button. That seems counterintuitive to me. It's not a big deal once you figure out how things work, but the logic does seem a little bit flawed there. Overall, I have found this to be a versatile and useful little tool. Because of its small footprint, this is typically the charger that I throw into my flight box for trips to the field. In there, I can use it to charge batteries or measure voltage, measure internal resistance, or maybe even fire up a rotary tool. Now, this concludes my overview of the Hitec RDX1-200. Please make sure that you read the written article in Model Aviation magazine. Thanks for watching.